Hello there, my name is DC, and today I'm here to review the SH Figuarts Venom from the movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This figure is pretty cool. He's huge as well, and I'm very excited to get into this review and show you guys more about this figure. Before this video starts, I would like to say happy holidays to you and your family. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's if I don't see you before then. And thank you for joining me today. Now, with that out the way, let's go ahead and get started with the review. And first off, we'll go ahead and set him aside. Let's take a look at the packaging. So as you can see, this Venom is from the second Venom movie with Tom Hardy, Let There Be Carnage. You can see the front of the box has Venom, the movie, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, all that sorts. You can tell it's the real one because it has the quality sticker. Here's the side of the packaging. Pretty cool packaging, you know, it's just packaging, so not like the most important thing, but you can see some poses that they have him in, some of the extra heads, this piece there, some legalese, barcode, the bottom, more warnings, don't put it in your mouth, the other side, and then the top of the box just says the movie once again. So, that out the way, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Venom figure. Here he is in all of his symbiote glory. Now, he is a pretty tall figure and he's pretty bulky as well. He has some really great texturing. Let's see if you can hear that. I hope that picked up. But he's got textures all over his body, even down to his feet. He has texturing. The paintwork on the chest with the symbiote lines look good. It's got some sculpt on top and then with some white paint over it. It looks very nice. Same with his hands and the arms. On the back, some more. All sculpted, all painted very nicely. I don't really see any bad paint marks or anything like that, or any missing paint. The head is very, very nicely done. The teeth are all painted really nicely. You can see there. The eyes are really nice. There's a little bit of shading at the bottom there to kind of give it some more definition and not just white, which I really like. The gums and going up to here as well. Just all around very, very well done. The sculpt is nice. He looks like how he should from the movie. He doesn't have like bad shoulders that makes him look not like a real somewhat of a real person. So all in all, they killed it on the sculpt and the paintwork. Moving on to the accessories of this Venom, he does come with 3 sets of hands. You can see that these are the first 2, just open clawed hands. He also comes with a pair of pointing finger hands, which you can see on the pictures, a pair of fist hands, 2 different head sculpts, one being a semi-open mouth with the tongue out, and then another one being fully unhinged jaw with the tongue out as well. My favorite head sculpt is probably the semi-open mouth one with the tongue. I like that head sculpt a lot. He also comes with an extra back plate with 2 tendrils coming out. They're even articulated as well, so we'll take a look at that later. And finally, he comes with a separate piece of just a extended head. The sculpt is very nice. You can see here. Go and take a look at it. Looks like it's probably the same head sculpt or close to it as him. He's pretty close. The eyes are a little bit different. The teeth are also very nice, just like the rest of the heads. But the difference with this is it doesn't actually connect to this Venom. It's supposed to connect to a separate figure, and it plugs in with a hole right here into this base plate that they have. It's not the best base plate. This bar can pop out kind of easily, and also this peg just doesn't really go down all the way, I feel like, as it should on this little extra accessory. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it's could have been a little bit better. And also it's kind of a worthless piece without a like Eddie Brock figure. But if you have your own custom figure, that's probably a cool piece. It even has another hole there. I think for an extension stand that Bandai makes as well. But it's a neat piece. It just felt like they could have added maybe another set of hands or another head that has Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy's face, half of his face on it with the other half being the symbiote. But it's still a nicely sculpted and painted piece. Now, moving on from the accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So we're going to start with the head. He can look all the way up, all the way down, like that. He does get some side-to-side action. He has a neck joint as well, with a ball and hinge at the neck. So he can give you some attitude. He can go all the way around, and he can go side to side, like so. The arms, they extend out 90 degrees or more if you want it to go a little bit more. It has a ball in there with a drop-down hinge as well. The arms do go forward a little bit with the butterfly, backward a little bit. Not the most range, but I think it's good enough. A swivel in the bicep. Double jointed elbow. His muscles are pretty big, so I'm not too worried about the fact it doesn't go super down. I think it goes down far enough for the figure. And then it does have a hinge in the hand and a swivel, and you can rotate the hand so that the hinge can be at different points of the hand for whatever type of pose you want him in. He does have a torso ball right here. It can go that far back, that far forward, side to side a little bit. It does rotate a little bit. Then he has another one, a lower one. So if you use all of it, again, not the most down forward. I would like to see that a bit better, but he can really go back, which is good. And again, not much side to side action, but that's okay. His legs extend about that far forward. You get 90 degrees, I think that's good. Back can actually go quite a bit. He has like this little piece here that's floating, and it moves around. It gives him his butt, but I think it just moves around to help with articulation. He also has a thigh swivel. Mine are both a little tight, so be careful with that. Maybe out of the box. Maybe hit it with a hair dryer, some hot water to loosen those up a little bit. He also can practically do the splits better than a lot of Spider-Man action figures out there from like Marvel Legends, so that's nice. Double jointed knees, go pretty far forward or far back. He can't kick his own butt, but he gets pretty close. He also has ankle articulation, so you can go down about that far, about that up. You can rotate him a little bit. You can also go like that. And then he has toe articulation, which he also has some really big feet, but they can go about that far up and then just a little bit down, and then that's it. So all in all, this figure has some really good articulation for the size and the bulk. Oopsies. if I only had one complaint, I think it's the fact that he doesn't come with a stand. He stands for the most part pretty easily, besides that one little bit where he fell. But I haven't really had many issues getting him to stand in poses. But if I want him in a more crazy pose, then I will need a stand to keep him that way. I know Bandai makes, or Tamashii Nations, whichever one, makes stands, but definitely wish he came with a stand. Before we move on, I just want to show how this works with switching out the back plates. So as you can see here on the back, it has just a little line, and you can just slide your fingernail and pop out the plate. It has little holes in his back, pegs, pop it on, like so, and now he has the tendrils. And they're pretty cool. Let me see. Tendrils are pretty nice. They do have some articulation. They got some ball joints, so they can be rotated, flexed all over. There's 2 on each tendril, so you can really get it into certain poses. Of course, you can't get it into like the most crazy of poses, but it still gives you the impression that he is using his symbiote tendrils to attack Carnage, I guess, from this movie. So, yeah, that's how you switch that out, and that's the movement of the tendrils. Now, as I said earlier, this Venom is a pretty tall and beefy figure. He stands at about 7 3/4 inches, maybe a little bit lower than that, and he has a width from his tootsies. He's about 4 inches wide if you don't count his arm sticking out a little bit. And so he is a beefy figure. Comparing him to a more normal size figure, this is the Mess Toys Black Suit Spider-Man, or I think they called him the Black Suit Friendly Neighborhood. I don't remember. But this is just a Mess Toys product. It's a really good figure. Maybe I'll review it in the future. But he stands at about, I think, 6 inches tall. And so you can kind of see just how much bigger and bulky this Venom is compared to your standard Marvel figure. I don't have any other Marvel figures to look at. I think if you collect Marvel Legends, I think they run about this same size of height. But he looks really nice against Spider-Man. You know, Venom should be bigger, he should be bulkier, he should be taller, and this Venom figure does that perfectly. So my final thoughts on this figure: I think this is a really nice figure. I recommend it if you're into SH Figuarts, Marvel, if you like the Venom movies, which I think they're fun movies, and I think the Venom symbiote looks really good in those movies, and I'm very happy to have it in figure form. He's bulky. He's what Venom, in my opinion, should look like. He's got pretty good range of motion for how bulky he really is, and he just looks very imposing and very nice, and he would make a great addition to anyone's shelf if you collect. I do know, or I guess last time I checked around this time of the video, if you go to Big Bad Toy Store, this Venom is on sale, and I recommend picking it up. I think it was about $90 US, so if that's what's in your budget, I recommend it if you don't have it already. If I had to give him a rating, I would give him a 9 out of 10. I just really love this figure, and I'm very happy to have him. I don't really buy many action figures anymore, and I couldn't be happier having this guy in my collection. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this review helped you maybe make your decision if you were thinking about buying this Venom, or if you didn't even know about him and this video helped you figure out, hey, maybe I want that, then that's cool, and I really hope it did that for you. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. I like to make reviews. I'm going to start doing it again more frequently. hopefully, and some other content here and there, maybe some gaming, yada yada. So please stick around, subscribe. If this video was helpful, or if you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Let me know if you guys want to see more action figures, whatnot. If there's any games you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments below. Hope again you guys had a great holiday with your family, your friends, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's if I don't see you before then. Alrighty, hope you all take care. Bye-bye.